Hello. For each unit, you're going to have a little video at the beginning that's going to kind of talk, or where I'm going to kind of talk about the stuff that I think is most important in the unit. Not that all of it isn't important, but the material that I think is most important that you will definitely see on the test and has the highest degree of showing up on the SOLs. So, first thing is density. And this is something that I just drill into my students' heads over and over and over again all throughout the year because it's something that you will see on the SOLs, is density. Rising, falling, sinking, floating, density. Now what I mean by that is if in a question on a test, hint, 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 or on the SOLs, if you see a question that has the words rising, falling, sinking, or floating in whatever orientation, could be one of the words, could be all the words, whatever, or even in picture form, rising, something rising, air rising, water rising, rock rising, or something falling, which is going down, sinking, which is also going down, and floating, which is kind of like rising, it relates to density. And you'll see some examples of that in the notes, and you'll definitely see different examples on the test of just that. Also with density is the formula for density. That also has a pretty good chance of showing up on the SOLs. And just like where you get your driver's license from, DMV, density equals mass divided by volume. Now, something else that has a really good chance of showing up is the scientific method. And that's something that everyone does, whether they realize it or not, whenever they have a problem. So the one example I always give my students is with the lights not coming on in the house. So walk into the house, or actually let's just say walk into a room and the light doesn't come on when you flip the switch. Well, form a hypothesis. You do that in your head whether you realize it or not. I think the bulb is blown. Okay, that's your hypothesis. Then what do you do next? Change the bulb. That's the experimentation part. That's step 2. So hypothesis, coming up with a explanation, testable explanation. Then next is the experimentation, which is changing the bulb. Next, you analyze your results. Does the bulb look like it's blown or not? Does it look like it's cracked or some way? Maybe it's a bad bulb. Who knows? Then then after that, you conclude. Flip the light switch on again. Did it work? Yes or no? Easy. Yes, what I did worked. That is your conclusion. Yes, the bulb was blown. Or if that didn't work, then you repeat the experiment again. So your conclusion was, I need to repeat. So go through the whole thing again. Maybe I think the power's out in the whole house. Maybe I think the circuit breaker is blown. Maybe I think it's a bad light itself. Who knows? So that is the scientific method. And lastly is parts of an experiment, which you'll get lots of examples on in the notes itself. But like I said, for each unit I'll have a little video that you'll see, and they'll explain the things I think are probably most important. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.